It was the 6th day of military training when Gabriel handed his girl bro a bottle of water. This time, I didn't cry. I just calmly said, "Let's break up." He frowned. "Just because of a bottle of water?" "Yeah." Gabriel let out a mocking laugh. "Fine. Don't forget to make the breakup last a few days this time. I could use some peace and quiet." His friends joined in the teasing. "Go easy on her, man. Your girlfriend's so cute. A senior might snatch her up while you're being a jerk." Gabriel shook his head. "She's just too soft. Always making a big deal out of nothing." Her family had already arranged for her to study abroad, but she insisted on going to the same school as me even if it meant settling for some unpopular major. She can barely handle a Cold War for 3 days. That's her limit. I said nothing. I had liked him for 7 years, chased him to the same university. He had been the center of my entire youth. But what he didn't know was this. You can let go of someone who isn't right for you. You can also start over at a new university. I had already begun the withdrawal process. My overseas applications were approved, and as soon as my visa arrived I'd be gone. "Gabriel, I'm not chasing you anymore." Chapter 1. After the breakup, Gabriel was the first to block me. His girl bro Nicole called while I was deleting photos. My reflexes were too quick. I accidentally answered. On screen, a group of them were having dinner in a private room, all laughter and clinking glasses. "You sure blocking her was smart? What if this time she's really done with you?" someone asked. Gabriel chuckled, sipping his beer. "You guys don't get it. Alice can't live without me. She's slow. Her family had everything planned for her abroad, but she chose to downgrade to follow me here. She can barely handle a 3-day Cold War. After that, she always comes running back." Nicole, in a crop top, slung her arm around his shoulder playfully. "Wow, our Gabriel's a real lady killer." The guys laughed. "Take it easy, man. Your girlfriend's adorable. What if a senior swoops in while you're acting tough?" Gabriel smirked, unbothered. "Good. Let her. Maybe then she'll realize nobody treats her better than I do." Another guy grinned. "Damn, if I had a sweet little thing like her I'd worship her, not block her." Gabriel exhaled. "You don't get it. She cries all the time, 4 times in 6 days of training. Every time, it's about Nicole. Nicole had cramps so I gave her a bottle of water, and Alice started another argument. How can someone be that fragile?" Nicole shrugged with mock innocence. "Don't worry. If she hates me I'll stay out of your way. I'd never want to make things harder for you." The boys immediately backed her up. "Yeah, Alice's temper's kinda bad. It's just girl jealousy, right? Nicole's got that bold vibe, and let's be honest, sexy beats cute any day." Nicole hadn't even spoken yet when Gabriel frowned. "Don't say that. Alice is my girlfriend and Nicole's my best friend. They're both important to me. I didn't really mean to break up with her. I just want her to toughen up a bit. She's such a crybaby, even a saint would lose patience." I couldn't listen anymore. Quietly, I hung up the call. Chapter 2. My mood sank to rock bottom. Just then, the delivery I'd ordered arrived, a small cake. I sat there eating it, tears streaming down my face. It was sweet, and bitter. Gabriel and I had grown up together, childhood playmates turned lovers. More than 10 years of shared memories. Clinging to him had become a habit, one I was finally breaking. No, it wasn't like he said. I wasn't going to come running back this time. Not ever again. Soon after, my mom called. "Alice, you said you want to drop out and study abroad. Are you serious?" "Yeah. I'm serious." "And Gabriel?" "You always wanted to study with him. Long-distance relationships are tough, you know." Her question stung. My nose burned, but I managed to explain that Gabriel and I had broken up. Finally, I said, "I'm sorry, Mom. But I've realized. I can't keep forcing myself to stay at a university and major I don't even like just because of Gabriel. I want to find my own path, not live my life around someone else." For a moment, she was quiet. Then, to my surprise, she sounded relieved. "You've grown up," she said. "I just wanted you to be happy, but it looks like that boy didn't deserve you anyway. Classes abroad don't start until next month, and your offer's still valid. Don't worry, we'll get your visa sorted in time." Her voice softened. "I'm proud of you, baby." Through my tears, I smiled. Thanks, Mom. Hashtag chapter 3. After pulling myself together, I packed up all the things Gabriel had given me. Carried them downstairs, ready to throw them away. Just as I stepped out of the dorm, I bumped into Gabriel bringing Nicole back. Nicole was hanging on him, laughing and teasing. It was just a case of beer. Your daddy here could still go another 3 rounds with you. Gabriel, admit it, you lost. Gabriel was laughing too, until he saw me. He froze. Then silently peeled Nicole off of him. He probably thought I'd react the way I always did, jealous, emotional, starting another crying fight. But this time, I simply walked past with the box in my arms. No reaction. Gabriel's expression turned playful. He reached out and stopped me. Come on, sweetheart. You can toss everything else but keep the little wooden carving. I spent a whole month carving that. If I try again I might lose a hand. I looked at him coldly, expressionless. You're overthinking. I don't ask my exes to return gifts. Gabriel smirked, nodding. Fine. Just don't regret it later. I turned to leave. Nicole grabbed my arm. Alice, don't get the wrong idea. I had a bit too much to drink tonight, so I asked Gabriel to walk me back. We really are just close friends, nothing more, I swear. Look, why don't you just treat me like one of the guys? A guy? That set me off. A guy who asks him to buy you pads? A guy who plays matching couple games with him? A guy who orders him around to buy you milk tea every damn day? Do you have a gender identity issue, or what? If you're sick, get help. And if you dare disgust me one more time, I swear I'll slap you across the face. Nicole froze. She let out an awkward laugh, her face twisted into something between embarrassment and aggrieved innocence. I didn't know you'd mind such little things. Fine, I apologize, all right. Gabriel's face darkened. He pulled her over and cut her off. Don't apologize to her. She still acts like some princess in college, she's just been spoiled. If she wants to throw stuff, fine. I'm not replacing anything. I didn't waste another second. Walked straight to the trash bin and with a loud bang dumped everything in. Hashtag chapter 4. Back at the dorm, I collapsed into bed and drifted into sleep, weighed down by exhaustion and disappointment. My dreams were scattered and fragmented. But they were all about Gabriel. When I was 5, an adult once said, "This kid's really chubby." Vain little me burst into loud sobs on the spot. Gabriel jumped off his booster seat, ran over, and hugged me tightly. It's okay, Alice is super cute, I like Alice the most. He planted a big kiss on my cheek. Amid the laughter of the adults, I looked at him blankly and stopped crying. From innocent childhood to first love, Gabriel and I grew up side by side. More than a decade in a flash. He used to say, crybaby, who else could comfort you like I do? And I had always believed he would be my forever. Until sophomore year of high school, Nicole appeared. Someone completely different from me. Nicole was the classic bad girl in everyone's eyes. Wild, bold, untamed. Half her short hair was braided. She'd suck on lollipops while claiming she was trying to quit smoking. I've lost count of how many times Gabriel bent the rules for her. I only remember him saying, "Nicole may seem careless, but she actually cries in secret all the time. Her family's a mess. Her dad hits her a lot." I feel like she and I are the same kind of person. The kind that desperately craves freedom on the inside. Like kindred spirits. The two of them started riding motorbikes together, skateboarding together, trying all sorts of thrill-seeking extreme sports. Gabriel would even bring her along when tutoring me, trying to boost her grades too. Every time Gabriel and I planned a date, he'd get called away by her for some random reason. Frustrated, I'd snap, "Can you stop hanging out with her? I don't like her." Gabriel would look at me confused, "But you can't do the stuff we do together." "I just don't want you getting hurt, that's why I don't bring you." "Don't be mad. I promise I'll hang out with you next time." Later he started getting headaches whenever I cried. So he'd just go out and have fun with Nicole first, then come back dragging a cake, lazily trying to placate me. Crybaby, done crying yet? No one knew. Breaking up with Gabriel wasn't just about a bottle of water. On the second day of military training, when everyone was so exhausted they passed out early, Gabriel secretly snuck out with Nicole to go drag racing. He didn't come back all night. We had just fought. So I called him countless times. He didn't answer. Then I saw a local video someone had gotten into a motorcycle crash. I panicked. That night near dawn, I rushed to the overpass in pajamas frantic. Didn't even park properly before flinging open the car door, and fell hard to the ground. I rolled several times across the road, scraped my shin open with a massive bloody gash. And when I looked up, I saw Gabriel just a few meters away, gently holding a frightened Nicole in his arms, comforting her softly. That moment I finally felt tired. I thought, that's enough. Everyone has to learn that nothing lasts forever. ## Chapter 5. 2 weeks later. While I was eating at the cafeteria, I received the notification that my visa had been approved. My mom said the passport was already on its way. If nothing unexpected happened, I'd be gone in 3 days. Just then Gabriel and Nicole walked into the cafeteria together. And of course, they sat not far in front of me. Nicole, proud and smug like a girlfriend, dumped all the food she didn't like into Gabriel's tray. Gabriel ate absent-mindedly, but his eyes kept darting in my direction. Like he was waiting for me to be the first to break the ice. It had been 2 weeks. And I hadn't reached out to Gabriel even once. Whenever we ran into each other, I treated him like air. This time was no different. I picked up my tray and left without a word. That night a photo of me eating at the cafeteria got posted to the campus confessions wall. Someone asked if I had a boyfriend. I commented, no. A little while later Gabriel's account replied, getting bold now, huh baby, saying you don't have a boyfriend? I barely used QQ anymore. It only then hit me. I still hadn't deleted Gabriel from my contacts. He messaged me privately. 2 weeks. Still jealous over a bottle of water, huh? Our little princess sure has grown a temper. Come on, admit it. Did you miss me? Back when I first made up my mind to break up, my head was full of Gabriel. But now, I could face him with relative calm. I didn't say much. I just replied, do you need something? If not, I'm deleting you. Alright, delete away, /facepalm plus laugh emoji. Gabriel's tone was light, as if he thought I just needed a way to save face. Then how about lunch tomorrow? I won't bring Nicole. National Day break's coming up soon. We'll be going home together. You're not planning on ignoring me completely, are you? Be good, Alice. Listen to me. ## Chapter 6. Even now Gabriel still thought I was just sulking. Just that this time the sulk had lasted a bit longer. If it were before, he'd coax me with a few sweet words and I'd probably let things slide. I was easy to pacify. But only when I didn't want to break up. This time I didn't reply. I blocked and deleted every way Gabriel could contact me. Even his phone number, gone. The next day Gabriel cornered me at the cafeteria. Wow, look at you, Alice. All grown up now, huh? I already took you off my block list ages ago. You didn't even notice. What are you still mad about? He smiled and reached for my phone. Come on, add your hubby back. I slapped his hand away and said loudly, did no one ever teach you to stay out of your ex's life? Nope, Gabriel smirked. In my experience, staying too far away just makes someone pout like a dumpling. I couldn't help but laugh from the sheer absurdity. I turned to leave, but he pushed me down gently into a chair. Alright, fine, tantrums over. I went out of my way to buy your favorite salted duck. You should at least eat it. Saw you eating alone yesterday, didn't feel right. Without me around, you don't even have anyone to talk to in this school. By the way, have you booked your flight home for the holidays? Me booked already. Not a flight home though. Cool, then show me the flight details later. I'll grab the seat next to you. Before I could say anything, Nicole's angry voice rang out. Gabriel, didn't you tell me you had something important to do? Sometimes I seriously wondered, did Nicole install a tracker on his phone? How else could she always show up just in time to interrupt us? Gabriel raised a brow and glanced at her. Yeah. Calming down my girlfriend is important. But Nicole didn't laugh like she usually did. Instead, she looked dead serious. That's it? That's what was so important? Do you even realize I spent the whole day waiting for your reply just so I wouldn't disturb you? Gabriel paused. Didn't say a word. Nicole stared at him, her voice flat and disappointed. Ha. I knew it. Yeah, sure. Comforting your girlfriend is more important than me, your buddy. But can't we at least eat together? I could have helped you cheer her up. Did you really need to lie to me? If you don't want to hang out with me anymore, just say so. I'm not the kind of girl who begs to stay. With that, Nicole dumped her tray and stormed off. From her attitude, you'd think she was the main girlfriend and I was the homewrecker. I was speechless. Go on, chase after her. I'll eat by myself. No point taking it out on food. Once I left the country, I wouldn't get to eat local Chinese food like this again. Gabriel seemed to think I was jealous again and chuckled. So generous today, huh? Should I really go chase her? He leaned closer, scanning my face playfully. I replied flatly. If you want to go, go. What's it got to do with me? That wasn't the reaction he was expecting. Gabriel froze a little, then sighed. You always think I'm being wishy-washy. But the truth is I only paid more attention to her because I pitied her. No girl wants to be labeled the bad girl. You've always had love in your life, so you don't get it. But even if you don't need love, I still love you. Got it? I ignored him, focused on eating the salted duck. Seeing that Gabriel looked relieved. He thought he had won me over again. He snapped a photo of me burying my face in the food and casually captioned his new moments post. Lost count of how many times, but once again successfully coaxed my little jealous dumpling. ## Chapter 7. Early the next morning. I went to collect the withdrawal application that had already been stamped. After picking up the official school exit notice, there were still many tasks to handle. My phone kept pinging. Gabriel was sending me messages through Alipay transfer notes. Transfer, 520 yen. Lazy pig, are you awake yet? Transfer, 520 yen. Still haven't removed me from your WeChat blacklist? Forgot? Transfer, 520 yen. Didn't sleep a wink last night. I'm dead tired. Looking at those long strings of payment notifications, I thought to myself, should I tell him? After all, it had been over a decade of shared memories. Maybe we could end things on a peaceful note. But that thought disappeared as quickly as it came. Nicole posted a moment's update. Last night we went full throttle. Now I'm proudly hospitalized. Someone's so worried he might stay on campus for the whole National Day break. She posted 3 photos. 1. A plate of salted duck on a little hospital tray. 2. A Princess Carrie POV with Gabriel's strong arm tucked under her knees. 3. Gabriel dozing off at the foot of the bed while Nicole's leg wrapped in gauze rested casually on his body, her bare foot nearly touching his sensitive area. So this is why he didn't sleep last night. Because of this. Expressionless, I scrolled through the comments. The heart I'd managed to calm for so long began to ache again. Wow. I'm starting to think you two aren't just bros. They're such a visual couple. Stunning. Nicole, you're too powerful. I heard he applied to this university for you. Is that true? Nicole replied true. Honestly, his grades were good enough for a better school, but that one was too far, so he dragged his girlfriend all the way here with him. So funny. Damn, you're like a succubus. 666, please open a class for future succubi. A strange, indescribable bitterness swallowed me whole. Only now did I realize, Gabriel enrolled in this university because of Nicole. Then what was I? Some sort of clown? I turned off my phone and continued packing my suitcase. Even though my heart felt like it was being torn apart, I didn't shed a single tear. We had broken up a long time ago. I wouldn't allow myself to cry over him anymore. ## Chapter 8. It was quite late when Gabriel showed up with dessert. Hurry up and eat, I've got stuff to do later. I just came to tell you, cancel your plane ticket. I thought it over, and since the holiday's short anyway, there's no point in going home. We can just hang out here, it's the same. Seeing my expression shift, Gabriel hesitated. He smiled. What? Who pissed you off again? I said, Gabriel, we've already broken up. Stop coming to see me. Yeah, broken up, sure. Gabriel acted like his hands were tied, laughing while unwrapping the macarons. You really are something. Whatever, just cancel the ticket. I'm not joking. Don't come crying later asking why I didn't go home. We barely saw each other during this Cold War, and if you leave me for 7 more days, I'm scared you, my little crybaby, might go full villain mode. He tried to stuff a macaron in my mouth. Expressionless, I stepped back. I said, we've broken up. Whether we're apart for 7 days or a whole year, it has nothing to do with me. I don't care. Got it? Gabriel stared at me, the smile slowly fading from his face. Oh, still mad, huh? I just don't get it. What are you even mad about? His expression for once showed frustration. You obviously can't live without me, but you keep acting all stubborn. Is it because I spoiled you too much, Alice? Is that why you've gotten so unreasonable? I raised my voice, not wanting to stay and play with you is unreasonable. You stayed behind because of Nicole. Was lying to me fun for you? Gabriel, I don't care who you want to spend time with. Just don't come and feed me these self-righteous lines. It's disgusting. Gabriel shut his eyes. He looked tired. He casually tossed the dessert bag on the ground. Yeah, fine. Nicole was part of the reason. But be honest, if it were your close friend injured and with no one to take care of her, wouldn't you stay? If I hadn't ignored her to comfort you that day, she wouldn't have gotten upset and gone speeding. Isn't it right for me to take care of her? Come on, Alice, even jealousy needs context. And anyway, it's my responsibility. He wore that same mix of annoyance and a headache. I'm begging you, can we stop arguing over pointless crap? I'm exhausted. I didn't want to say another word to him. Okay. Are we done here? If so, I'm heading back to sleep. I turned and walked toward the dorm. Gabriel let out a long breath and called from behind me. Alice, if you keep pushing like this, it's just pathetic. I've said what I needed to say. Whether you cancel the ticket or not, I'm not gonna coax you anymore. Think about it. If you keep freezing me out for 7 days and I end up getting closer with her, don't come crying. ## chapter 9. Hearing that final threat, I felt a surge of anger. Gabriel was just so sure I couldn't live without him. That's why he used Nicole as leverage. But I was about to leave the country. Who cared about him and Nicole anymore? At 7 a.m. the next day, I called a cab to the airport. 2 suitcases, each 20 kilos. Gabriel used to carry them for me. Back then I thought I couldn't survive without him. But now I realized, a lot of things you can do on your own. Without Gabriel I'd be fine. There were 20 minutes left before boarding. A call came in from an unknown number. It was Gabriel borrowing his friend's phone. Babe, come down from the dorm. I brought you breakfast. The school cafeteria's closed for the holiday. If you go hungry, I'm not responsible. I said half-heartedly, I'm not at the dorm. Then where are you? At the airport. Gabriel paused. Alice, did you even listen to what I said yesterday? Sure did. You want to get closer to Nicole, right? Blessings and best wishes. Gabriel let out a laugh of disbelief. Through gritted teeth he said, fine. Perfect. I swear, Alice, if I ever try to win you back again, I'm a dog. I stayed silent. In the background I heard his friend. Dude, your girlfriend is so extra. Stop wasting time. Nicole's still in the hospital starving. You said you'd bring her soup dumplings. Gabriel replied, okay. Before the call ended I said, Gabriel, if you call me again, I'll consider changing my number. Gabriel let out a scornful chuckle as if I care. ## chapter 10. After a 10-hour flight I landed in the UK. There were so many things to take care of in this new environment. I was so busy that I barely had time to care about anything else. By the time I finally settled in, several days had already passed. When I opened WeChat, my Moments feed was nearly filled by Nicole. She had posted many photos and Gabriel appeared in all of them. As time went on, their poses in the photos became increasingly intimate. I even saw one where Gabriel was lying next to Nicole asleep, his profile visible. That stupid Gabriel stole my patient's bed because he was sleepy. Hello, I'm still a woman, okay? I stared at the photo for a long time. In the past, no matter how close Gabriel was to Nicole, it never went this far. His words echoed in my mind. If we get closer, don't cry about it. He probably knew I hadn't deleted Nicole from WeChat yet, so he made sure I'd see it. Under Nicole's post, mutual friends had left puzzled comments. Doesn't Gabriel have a girlfriend? This doesn't seem right. Nicole replied, what are you barking about? They broke up, okay? Keep being passive-aggressive and I'll block you. I looked at it and smiled faintly. Then I deleted Nicole. Over the following days, I changed my phone number and all my social media accounts, gradually integrating into the new environment at school. 2 weeks later, my mom called. Her tone was exasperated. Sweetheart, did you not tell Gabriel you were going abroad? He's almost lost his mind trying to find you. I was stunned. What happened? That guy is really something. A whole week passed after the holidays ended before he realized you hadn't returned to school. When he couldn't reach you, he thought something had happened to you and went to the police. Then he found out from the school that you had withdrawn, and he flew back that night to come ask us if you were repeating a year. I told him you went to study abroad, but he refused to believe it, said you never mentioned it to him. I didn't feel like entertaining him, so I told him to leave. But now he comes by every day begging to see you, even crying when he gets emotional. I'm really sick of it, Alice. Can you please talk to him and set things straight? I was speechless. To stop Gabriel from bothering my mom further, I logged into my old account. The moment I pulled Gabriel out of the blocked list, a video call request popped up from him. ## chapter 11. In just a few days, Gabriel had completely changed. He looked dejected, holding a cigarette between his fingers. His eyes were bloodshot, like he hadn't slept properly for several nights. So what's going on now? Seeing the daylight from the window behind me, Gabriel finally believed I was no longer in the country. Where did you go? I looked back at him calmly. Gabriel, I've said it multiple times, we've broken up. I don't need to inform my ex that I'm studying abroad. Stop harassing my mom. Ex? Gabriel scoffed, smoking. He laughed, but then his eyes turned red. A bottle of water? Just because of a bottle of water, you're taking it this far? So what? What's the issue? Oh my God, unbelievable. Gabriel laughed and cried at the same time. How can someone like you exist? I just can't understand it. You were desperate to go to the same university as me, and now you're telling me that just because I gave someone else a bottle of water, you're dropping out and going abroad, without even saying goodbye. Who does that? Alice, I'm telling you, I won't accept it. I absolutely won't. I said that you agreed to the breakup. That doesn't count. I thought you were just mad like before, that's why I said okay. What you thought has nothing to do with me. I didn't accept his excuses. Gabriel, just like you got tired of my crying, I'm tired of crying for you. I've reached my limit. Gabriel was stunned. When did I ever say I was tired of your crying? I let out a cold laugh. What, you forgot your own words? That time Nicole video called me and didn't say anything. I figured it was by accident. But what you said in that private room, I heard it loud and clear. Always crying, anyone would be driven crazy by that. Gabriel panicked. That was just a joke. If I really found you annoying, would I have reconciled with you over and over again? I'm used to your tantrums. No matter what you did, I tolerated it. But this time, why did you take it seriously? Alice, I really don't get it. When you didn't reach out for 2 weeks, I was upset every day, hoping you'd message me first. Isn't that how we've always been? Why would you think I hated you? When I found out you didn't come back to school, I almost lost it. I was afraid something had happened to you. I called every friend we had trying to track you down. Never in my life did I imagine you'd just leave like that without hesitation. And to study abroad, no less. Alice, how could you be so heartless? Tears streamed down Gabriel's red eyes. I was getting irritated and didn't want to see it anymore. Are you done? If you're bored, go chat with your beloved brothers. I'm going to eat. Gabriel gave a bitter laugh. You're still upset about Nicole, which means you still care about me, right? Don't block me. That's my last line. Gabriel's voice was hoarse. Don't make me fly over there to find you, Alice. Psycho. I ended the video call in silence. ## chapter 12. I believed Gabriel was truly capable of doing something like that. It was just a WeChat message, so let it stay. I had already set it to do not disturb, and I wasn't going to reply anyway. For 3 days straight, I posted photos of delicious meals in my Moments feed. My mom noticed something and curiously asked who had cooked the food. I vaguely told her it was a guy I shared the apartment with, another international student. One night, unable to adjust to foreign food, I was so hungry that I whimpered softly in the living room. My roommate, hair messy like a bird's nest, opened his door with an annoyed look. With a grumpy yet handsome face, he made me a bowl of tomato and egg noodles in the kitchen. I even finished the broth. After that, he started inviting me to eat every time he cooked. He's called Hudson. We're food buddies now. My mom giggled with delight. After class, I went to the supermarket to buy some pork ribs, planning to have my roommate make stew. But just as I reached the building, I saw Gabriel waiting downstairs. ## chapter 13. Gabriel was holding a cake. Thinking about it, I hadn't told anyone besides my mom where I lived. He must have figured it out from the background in my photos. Gabriel stared deeply at my face and said, "You've lost weight." I choked a little. I didn't have the heart to tell him that actually my roommate had already fattened me up by 1 kilo these days. I know you don't want to see me, but I still wanted to come. Gabriel took out his phone and showed me the chat screen. I've cut ties with Nicole. Can you forgive me now? So what? I said. There's no chance between us. Stop bothering me. Gabriel slumped even more. I'm begging you, don't talk to me like that. His eyes were red as he grabbed my hand, his voice hoarse. Hit me if you want, slap me a few times, whatever it takes to make you feel better. Just don't break up with me. I was so fed up that I forcefully shook him off. And I flung the cake far away. What's the point of saying this now? Where were you when it mattered? Gabriel, you kept calling me a spoiled princess and saying I cried too much in front of Nicole. But you knew I was raised with love and care. I've never suffered much in life, except because of you. I cried countless times. In the end, I couldn't let you go and begged you to get back together. You once said you were afraid I wouldn't get into a good university, so even though your scores were good enough for better schools, you chose the one I could get into. Do you know how happy I was? I gave you my whole heart only to find out later you picked that school for Nicole. You really balanced things well, so well I looked like a joke of a girlfriend. Gabriel's pupils shook violently. He opened his mouth but said nothing. On the second day of military training after our fight, I told myself not to overreact. But you ignored me and wouldn't answer my calls. Your roommate told me you went biking with Nicole. That night I cried while worrying sick and I fell and broke my leg. And you? You were cuddling Nicole to comfort her. Gabriel shook his head, completely falling apart. I'm sorry, Alice. I really am. I didn't know. I didn't hear it back then. Nicole got scared again. He tried to come closer. I'd had enough and slapped him straight across the face. Gabriel stood there in tears, stunned. You say you didn't know, but I think you enjoyed it. You always claimed she was just a bro and acted close to her without guilt, because you didn't have to take responsibility. Don't pretend you didn't see her flirty posts. Gabriel, you're truly disgusting. I turned to leave. Gabriel clung to me tightly. I swear I never liked her. Not even a little. All those photos on her social media, I only did that to provoke you. Alice, we've been together for over a decade. I really can't let go. I won't associate with any other girls again. I swear I'll never let you suffer again. Please don't break up with me. I'm begging you. Now Gabriel was crying uncontrollably, completely losing his composure. He was no longer the charming gentleman from before. I couldn't shake him off. So I just stood there and cursed him out for another 10 minutes. Until Hudson came downstairs wearing an apron, looking furious. Dinner. If you don't come up now, I'm not saving you any chicken bones. I was busy, so I told him to take the ribs upstairs first. Hudson, you're not eating now? I made you that passion fruit durian shaved ice, the spicy chicken noodles and crispy fried chicken. Spent forever preparing it. Now you're saying you don't want it? I thought about it. That really wasn't nice. So I decided to go eat after all. Gabriel still wouldn't let go. Alice, who is he? Hudson walked over, pushed him aside and rolled his eyes. Snotty crybaby. What is this, a tragic drama? ## chapter 14. With school responsibilities, Gabriel couldn't stay long when he visited. But he still came every weekend. He didn't do much, just stood quietly downstairs waiting. Every time he saw Hudson and me appearing together, he would glare at him with disdain and mutter sarcastically. So many flies around. Hudson, carrying groceries, nudged me and said, he just called you crap, you know. Me. Gabriel's constant pestering made me start thinking about moving out. I had missed the student dormitory application earlier, which is why I had to rent off campus nearby. But recently it seemed a room in the dorm had opened up. When my food buddy roommate found out, he didn't say anything. He just started chopping meat loudly on the kitchen counter, banging like thunder. We didn't talk the entire day. In the end, Hudson came over with a scowl and asked, you want spicy hot pot or not? I felt a little awkward and said, no, I'm trying to lose weight lately. Hudson thought seriously for a second. Want me to make a low-calorie version for you? Sure. Sigh. As I ate the clear broth spicy hot pot, Hudson said, that ex of yours, if he comes back I can help you handle it. No need to move just because of him. I asked, how would you handle it? Hudson snorted with a smile but didn't answer. I'm not sure what method he used. But Gabriel really didn't show up again for a whole month. Only his messages kept coming, stubborn and useless, sharing bits of his daily life. Another month passed. I deleted him. Because I accepted Hudson's confession. Hashtag chapter 15. When Gabriel came to see me again, it was 8 in the evening. Hudson and I were having a barbecue on the apartment terrace. The mood was just right when Hudson leaned in looking slightly awkward and asked if he could kiss me. My phone buzzed. It was a text message from an unknown number. Don't kiss him. Don't kiss him, 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 please. I knew who it was. I glanced down toward the street. But I also wanted to say a complete goodbye to my first love and step into something new. So when Hudson's lips met mine, I closed my eyes. Hashtag chapter 16. They said that night Gabriel stood in the rain for hours. After returning home, he fell ill. And I heard that Nicole, because of Gabriel, raced down the highway at night several times and ended up breaking her leg. Gabriel never once went to see her. During winter break, Hudson and I went back home. I took him to meet my mom. But my mom only noticed my now rounder cheeks and laughed. You've really filled out this time. Hudson looked ridiculously proud. At dinner, my mom brought up Gabriel. I heard he's doing an exchange program in the UK next semester. That school isn't far from yours. I shrugged, unconcerned. At most I'll just tell him which Chinese restaurant serves the best food. Anything more than that was impossible. There's no point in lingering in the past, it only brings unnecessary pain. People have to move forward. What are you thinking about? Hudson smiled pleasantly but then whispered darkly in my ear. I'll make sure he never even gets to see you once. I warned him, Hudson, you're not allowed to use violence again. Hudson just grunted, but I could tell from his eyes he was already plotting something. And honestly, there's something dangerously thrilling about a man like that.